Cuyahoga County plans to launch a new, more expansive drug court without strict eligibility requirements. It's the county's most aggressive effort to address repeat defendants whose crimes are largely driven by untreated addiction and mental illness. Jim Joyner is a Cleveland-based licensed chemical dependency counselor who's worked in the field for decades. He says the policies and responses to addiction-related crime have not been effective because they haven't considered substance use as a brain disorder.
So law enforcement has become jails and prisons a receptacle for those who suffer from mental health issues and or substance use disorder, or those who are duly diagnosed. That's the vast majority of those 2 million plus people in our jails and prisons.
At a time when fatal overdoses are surging across Cuyahoga County, the vast majority of criminal defendants with drug addictions have been excluded from the drug court program. 2022 is on pace to see close to 800 overdose deaths, the most of any year in recent history. A recent Marshall Project analysis found the majority of defendants in Cleveland's courts first encountered the system as teenagers or young adults for crimes like drug possession, petty theft, and burglary. In most cases, the defendant blamed drug addiction, mental illness, or both as a factor in their crimes. Joyner says he believes the high-risk drug court is a step in the right direction.
Having special docket courts does raise, I think, the bar a little bit in helping those persons who've been identified as having a primary substance use/addiction disorder.
According to the Marshall Project, nearly 70% of the county's nearly 70,000 criminal court cases from 2016 through the end of 2021 involved a defendant with at least one prior charge on their record. The new expanded court will accept people who have committed violent crimes, aggravated assault, and domestic violence. The only defendants not eligible will be those with prior convictions for sexual assault and arson. This story was produced with original reporting from Wesley Lowery and Alicia Majan for the Marshall Project and funded in part by the George Gund Foundation. This is Nadia Ramlagan for Ohio News Connection. Find our 8 trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Mooney. Welcome to what is our new Hope Interrupted podcast based on the work from our book, Hope Interrupted, that I co-authored with my good friend Byron McCauley.
Hey, Jennifer, I'm looking forward to this podcast as much as I was looking forward to writing this book with you. We hope to interview some high-impact folks as well as have a little fun.
We're going to cover stories of hope. To learn more about our podcast and our book, please visit www.hopeinterrupted.com.